2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
We're always laughing before these lives start. No one knows what's going on.
Because she keeps saying stuff. Is it on?
All right.
It's on.
Hello, everyone. And here we are for the June Live in Conversation. I managed to get Taryn out of his caravan. I bribed him with treats and stuff, and here he is. Well done.
Yep. Tea and chocolate, that's all it takes. It's all good.
So we've got a bit of stuff to go over this live.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been a little bit erratic, but they're getting out there pretty much every
That's
night.
it. That's right.
We're doing all right with it. Oh, Raven's in. G'day, matey.
G'day, mate. So we'll start with letting everyone know that subscribe, I guess, because that's what you do. Click the little notification for future videos, because we are doing a lot with, well, I mean, BattleTech, but a lot of other things. We're going to be talking about some other games and that today and stuff. But
and hopefully getting some games of them in at some point soon.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But we are having a little giveaway for a little video today, and it is a copy of Rain. All right. So this is a card game that was designed by an Australian company. I did have the name here. I forgot. Garage Games or whatever. But yeah, we've played this a lot, actually, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We've done a fair bit with that one.
So it's for 2 to 7 players, and basically it's sort of Game of Thronesy, isn't it? So you've got to sort of fight everybody else to gain influence. Once you've got enough influence points, you can have the crown, because the king's dead and everybody wants the spot, as you do.
That's it.
So what we're going to do is, we'll keep mentioning it during the live for everyone else who rocks up. Basically, pick a number between 1 and 20, and we're going to roll a dice, and whoever gets that number, and if you've got multiple people, we'll pick a winner. And we'll...
So anyone who picks that number goes into the draw for it, and then we'll
pick someone out of there
to actually win it.
That's it.
So pick a number. Spartan is in. G'day, Spartan.
Hello, mate.
And Keith, loved those minis that you showed me. They look really good, buddy.
Was that his
really
Merc? His Merc force?
Merc outfit, yeah.
Yes.
Was it like Raven's ridiculous thing or Rebels? Whatever it was.
There's
they were good.
So many colour schemes. Like when it's Mercs, you could just do whatever you want. So, you know, you could do a practice test model and go, oh, I've screwed that up. Oh, that looks really good. I'll just paint the rest of them like that. It's,
Yeah, that's it. Well, there you go. We're in early. We've got Keith with 18 and Spartan with 10.
Excellent.
Boom.
All right. So we're going to do the draw towards the end.
One guess.
So, yeah, it's one guess. All right. Where should we start?
Ooh,
let's have a look on my list.
Morning, mate.
All right. Well, let's probably start with some of the Q&As, I think, because there were some. There's a few. We've just picked 2. There was a few there. We just picked 2 because I felt that they were worth sort of talking about, and they're quite relevant.
And I want to say hello to Ribus or Ribus. I'm going to go with Ribus. PQR.
Yes.
Because they've been showing up on my workshop videos a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool.
Are you guys liking those things? Because I mean, the podcast thing seems to be pretty popular, and we'll do more with that. But the chat's good.
I was waiting for the notebook one to come up, for the kaiju one to come up, and see if everybody is into that sort of thing, and then I'll do another one. But we might do the notebook ones like together, sort of thing. So if you like them, give us a yes. And Adam, you got to guess a number between 1 and 20. You only get one guess, and there's a giveaway of
Rain. You can have. Camera keeps going out. So you can win this card game. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. All right.
I want everyone to win, but there's only one.
So. Rivers had a really good question, actually, that has kind of messed us around a little bit. And that was on the bracing video. Yeah,
so we've done a number of videos talking about optional rules for BattleTech. So things that aren't in your standard Total Warfare book, or if you've bought the Armoured Combat box set, which has a lot of rules in it, but these are just like other little things that you can throw in. Because, you know, that's the thing BattleTech needs is more rules.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, that's more record keeping, more things to worry about, more numbers to move around.
But this one was bracing.
Yeah.
Bracing of weapons.
If you haven't seen it yet, it's basically just you're allowed to support one arm and you get a minus for the weapons that are in that arm. You get a modifier.
Yeah.
A good modifier is a -2 for everything that's in that arm. You count as immobile, which sucks, but you're behind a level 1 thing and all sorts of other things.
Yeah.
Have a watch. Oh, thanks, Barnum. Yeah.
If you've got a long range weapon, it doesn't really matter. You know, especially the clans. Some of their lasers are just so far away.
Put a couple of Gauss rifles or something in an arm, and then just brace it against a building. Just blam. But
the question was
asking us, can the bracing mech fire head-mounted weapons? Now, which is a bit weird. Oh, Adam's passing. He's shipping it halfway across the planet. Probably isn't worth it. He'll still send it to you,
I'll send it. I've done it. It's okay.
Scouts
okay.
honour and all that jazz.
Make sure you get your number in, and we'll fudge it so you don't win. That way I'll make you feel better.
Well, that's it. You'll
it's going to be...
So
bracing.
When Ribus eventually watches this, assuming you guys are watching the lives, even if you're not here on the live, there's a little bit of a messy paragraph there. So a bracing mech may not fire leg or front torso mounted weapons or weapons in the unbraced arm. May not torso twist, and weapons in the braced arm may only fire at targets in the front firing arc. And then the very next sentence is, the mech may only fire weapons mounted in the braced arm. Which to me cuts out all of the stuff that was before it, right? It says you may not fire leg or front torso mounted, but it doesn't say anything about rear torso mounted. But then the last sentence of the paragraph says it can only fire weapons mounted in the braced arm. Right, so you have to pick which one of those things you're really going to go with, I guess.
Yeah. So after we had a discussion about it, didn't we? It's like...
Yes, we did. Yeah. No, I'm laughing at Adam W. He's picked 11 and a half.
11 and
if
a
that
half.
comes up, he's shipping it to you, all right? In like a little padded box and everything.
If we roll that dice and it's on a...
It's 11 and a half, then I will eat my hat. And I don't like hats. I don't wear hats, so I'll have to buy a hat and then eat it.
What was 11? What was 8 3/4 or something? Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, platform 8.
Platform, whatever.
Or whatever.
Anyway, so yeah, at the end, I don't know. It's because it says you're sort of focusing on that one arm.
Yeah, it does say in the first bit no leg mounted or front torso mounted, but it doesn't mention anything else.
Yeah.
And then the last bit, it says you can only fire in the braced arm. It does mention that you only get the -2 modifier for the braced arm. So only weapons in that arm will get the bracing modifier.
Yeah.
So you could technically say, okay, so rear mounted and head mounted, you can shoot, but you do not get a modifier for them. And you can't torso twist, so you'll be stuck with your arcs as they are when you brace.
Yeah,
right?
which is pretty good for a mech anyway. You know, they've got a good field of fire.
I think that would be fair. I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, you've got a lot of electronic doodahs and things that help you shoot at things that are behind you and all that sort of junk. So I don't see why you couldn't fire a head-mounted weapon or a rear-mounted weapon with modifiers. I mean, if you brace and you fire your bracing arm, but if you brace and then don't fire the weapon in that arm, there's really no point in it, is there? So, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's like most things. It just comes down to your group that you play with. Just, you know, have a discussion and just come to something that you can agree to. But, you know, if when in doubt, go without. I've heard. So the opposite is you can't. It's just the arm weapons.
If you can't come to a decision that's like everybody's happy with, then just go with that last sentence. You can only fire weapons in the braced arm. Personally, I'd say head and rear mounted would be fine, but that's just me.
You could fit like 12 medium lasers on there if you really wanted to.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean,
just rip everything off, maybe,
or
10 or something.
What's the direwolf got on its arm? Like 2 PPCs or 4 medium
the
lasers
prime,
or something?
couple of large and an AC5.
Yeah. So, I mean, all of the weapons that are in that braced arm get a -2.
I think one of the mechs we talked about was the Executioner. I think it's called the Executioner because there's one variant that's got 2 or 3 large pulse lasers or something on the arm. So there's a neg 4 with a range of what, 22-ish or something, 20 hexes or something.
Which is just ridiculous. Like somebody was pointing out in comments elsewhere, I'd probably be able to hit something with that.
Yeah, probably.
I laughed my
Probably.
ass off when I saw those comments coming up about my dice rolling. I'm like, everybody knows now.
Although you'd probably need that pilot skill where they swap the ranges.
Yes.
So you get no penalty at long ranges.
You brace it and
Oh,
get
that'd
pulse
be
lasers
rude.
and swap.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Get the sniper ability that just halves the range modifier.
They just start that turn not moving at all anyway, so you don't have a movement modifier. Oh, that's so rude.
Yeah, I don't think a catapult. Spartan is hearing Centurion pilots cheer.
Yeah.
Because the Centurion's an Act 10, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything that does 10 points of damage is a win.
Yeah.
You know? That's fine. That's fine.
Ooh, we got somebody new. Stephen Cross. G'day, Steve.
Hello, welcome.
Reminds me that I need to convert the stuff from my project to Alpha Strike after my latest project's done. Final bit of proofing. Okay.
You know, it's funny, the channel and the business is called Alpha Strike. We haven't actually done anything for Alpha Strike yet. It's weird, isn't it?
No, well, we'll get
it there, yeah.
Technically, we've done one battle report for Alpha Strike.
Oh, that's
That was
for
ages ago. Ages ago.
Yeah.
And a rifleman or a marauder or a mad cat or something like that would be able to brace. I think it would look pretty stupid if a catapult tried to do it. I don't think you'd be able to do that.
Just rest his nose on it.
It does say that you don't have to have
you don't have to have like all your actuators and all that sort of thing.
So
But I
the
guess
actuated damage modifiers aren't included. They're ignored.
because you're not moving.
Yeah. So I'd say you'd probably still have to have an actual arm. But if you've got an arm and you've got damaged actuators, that doesn't include that. So
that's pretty handy because there have been quite a few games that I've played where the arms have been hit and there's some good weapons in there and you're like, you know.
Because the arms are very easy to damage, but they're also where quite a lot of your weaponry is going to reside because that's where most of your space is.
And your fields of fire are good with them.
It gives you the most field of fire, it gives you a lot of space, it gives you a lot of options. So putting a lot of weaponry in your arms makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty cool little rule. If you haven't watched the video, just go and watch it at some point after this and put a comment down.
Put a comment, just let us know.
Hopefully that answered the question.
Probably raised a few more questions, but you know, that's how it goes. We'll move on to the next one. What do you got here? So this one is what's that? They're running out of names.
It's Shamzida.
Oh, yes, master. You'll get 3 wishes. No?
Yeah,
I don't know, something like that.
That sounds about right. Open sesame.
So, hey, would it be possible to do another post about the initiative phase? So, you get a fuzzy about how the unequal units and everything move. We did reply that we're going to do it in the live. So, this is it.
Yep.
So, there's an example Pillar's hopefully going to put up from the book that I've got there about unequal units. But basically, to summarise it, we were talking about before.
Oh, yeah. So there's a table there that gives you a rough idea, right? It's kind of like an example type thing. But the actual thing is if one side has double the number of units of the other side, then they have to move 2.
2, yeah.
So if you come to a point where you've got 8 units and the other guy's got 4 and it's your turn, you have to move 2 units.
Yep.
Right? And if you've got triple, so you've got 9 and the other guy's got 3, then you have to move 3 units.
Yep.
If you've got 4 times, you have to move 4 units. If you've got 5 times, move 5 units. And it just progresses up from there. That's the technical rule.
Yeah. So it's going to change as the turn sort of progresses. So you look at the start of the turn to see how many the difference is.
Yeah.
And then as you start to move them, that number's going to change, you know. So you'll be moving 1, then you may be moving 2, then 3. So this is things like infantry, like cheap units and things like that. You can get your numbers up. So if you're forced to move units that you don't really want to move, and you've got some infantry and cheap units, you just move those, and that can help you a lot. So what page was that? Page 39.
39.
On the Total Warfare.
Total Warfare. It's basically just playing the game section. It's giving you basic idea of how things work. And it's got unequal numbers of units. And yeah, if prior to any pair of movement or attack declarations, one team has at least twice as many units left to declare for as the other team, the team with twice as many units declares for 2 units rather than 1.
Yep.
And then it goes 3 is 3, and so on and so on and so on. So
it has a double thing. It helps speed up the game, which is always a good thing. Anything that sort of speeds up a game of BattleTech, but it also, from a strategic point of view, it can put a bit of pressure on you. You've got to move extra units as well when you probably didn't want to.
Okay, so Steve's doing fandom PDFs for stuff, so that's cool. I was wondering what the project you were talking about was, but that sounds fun. And apparently our mics are cutting out for you, but not for everybody else. So hopefully that's
weird.
Hopefully that's not our end. But Pilla's been working at this, okay? So
you might.
She's doing really, really well.
Yeah, they all seem to be working. I don't know.
I'm all blue across the board here, but
we're trying.
It could just be a distance thing. It could be any sort of number of things. Yeah, we kind of get used to it.
That's all right. We're just every live that we do, we're trying something new to try and get it better sound quality. We'll get there.
Those sort of little comments help. So
it does. Yeah, that's good.
If there's something that you notice.
So basically, yeah, just keep it simple. So unless you have double or triple or whatever, you're going to be moving 1 for 1.
Yes.
It's just, that's it.
Unless you and if you get to the end and you've got like a couple left, then you move those couple. But unless you get up to actually twice as many, you don't need to worry about it.
No.
You'll move and you'll be moving different things, and you'll get to a point where you're supposed to do a move and he's supposed to do a move. So it's back to player 1, the first person to move, and you've got 2 left to move and the other guy's got 4 left to move. So you'll move 1 and he'll move 2.
Yeah.
Right? And then you've got 1 and he's got 2. So you move 1 and he moves 2. Right? So it's per pair of declarations, per pair of movements. So it will change as you move around, like do different things. So, and Steve's done something I'd do. So he had his mouse on the volume control. That's what I'd be doing, buddy. But keep telling us if stuff like that happens. Okay, so yeah, not directly cutting out, but the sound is kind of uneven. Okay.
Yeah, uneven. Yeah, there's different volume settings on each little device as well. We try to figure that out.
I go back and put the live on like 2 times speed and let it run through and get a view, because we're trying to get views. But I notice that it's quite regularly it sounds different to the actual like edited and produced stuff that Pillar does. So I don't think it's ever going to be exactly the same quality when we do it live, unfortunately. But hopefully you're getting the gist.
We'll get it there. It's fine.
But that hopefully answers that person's
as best you can. I don't know. I mean, if you still need more, be specific about examples, and we can say yes or no or whatever. And if there's something that's come up, but I don't know. Yeah, there's so many rules that you sort of need to clarify, because certain situations will come up during a game and whatever else. So that's
if you are uncertain, you go to the page and everything. You find it in the rule book. You read the rule book, and you decide at least 1 or 2 different ways it could go. You think this way, you think this way, you flip a coin or you roll a dice and you go with that one until somebody can make a definitive sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think they're going through and changing a lot of stuff.
They will.
Clarifying.
Yeah.
That's
okay though.
That was something I wanted to mention for the mechanized battle armor, actually, is the rules for loading and unloading. We did them. If you haven't watched it, it's out there. In the clan box set, the rules that they give for the elementals getting on and off Omnimex are different to the rules that are in the infantry in the total war book. So
there you go.
They've updated that a bit, which I think is a good move, because this older system has always struck me as a bit odd, making the carrier spend movement point to load infantry seems silly to me. I think the infantry should be spending in movement points to get in, right?
Were they doing it that way though to reflect that they have to slow down and takes time?
I think that's why
and all
they've
that sort
done
of
it,
thing?
which is why I've never bothered to raise the point until now. But I think if you've got a stopped thing, then you should be able to just get in, spend movement points from the infantry and get in.
Yeah,
but I think that's why they're doing it is that. But it looks like they're changing it, so it'll be interesting to see the new Kickstarter, whether the rules for loading and unloading infantry have changed completely.
Again. Interesting. There you
Which
go.
is weird.
Right. So for those of you who've just joined us for the live, we are doing a competition. All right. So there is a chance to win a copy of Rain, which is a card game made by an Aussie company. Let's put the little video here so we can see. So there you go. So 2 to 8 players, and it's basically you're just trying to get the crown. The king's dead, and everyone else wants it. You want it. It's basically you form your armies and you earn influence points, and whoever gets the highest is the target number.
Trade with people and all that jazz.
Yeah, support, so secret support and secret backstabbing and all that sort of thing. That's good. So we're going to pick a number between 1 and 20, and at the end of the video here we're going to do a roll, and whoever's picked that number, and if there's multiple, we'll pick a winner.
Yep.
So we'll go from there. We'll send it out to you.
Guesses,
so that's good. Yeah, some people have guessed. So, but yeah,
I'm still not sure how we're going to get 11 and a half. But you know, but yeah, Spartan is just saying that I think the biggest thing about the movement initiative is the fact that it's based on the units that still need to move. It's hard to explain, but once you see it used, it's pretty clear. And yeah, I think that's something that you just have to kind of read the rules through and do it a couple of times until you get the hang of it. But it is based on how many are left to move.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
All good.
So, continuing with BattleTech,
yes,
we do have some stock coming in this week. There's some other stuff. So it's been hard to get some gear here in Australia.
It's always hard to get gear here in Australia.
But there is some stuff coming in. So that's going to go up, hopefully, onto the site this coming week. So you can have a look there. We are also having a Stocktake sale. All right. So that's we should have everything getting ready either later tonight or tomorrow. So just keep an eye on the site for that. We have deals up to 50% off on stuff, simply because I can't be bothered counting the stuff.
I was going to say you just don't want to count it.
There's just stuff there, so I'd rather help someone out, and they can count it for me. There you go.
So it's a big sale, big sale.
So get some stuff and pew pew.
Oh, Zippy's in. G'day, Zippy.
Hey, Zippy. So we'll have some more info with that coming up later. So check out the site and get yourself a little bargain.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's like tonight, tomorrow, sometime it'll start. Sometime very, very soon. So keep an eye on it. And new stuff coming for BattleTech.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Important stuff that I should get in first before these guys get it, or
so there's some restocks of stuff that's been out of stock for a while, and some new items that they're probably not up there yet. Or wait till they've got them, and then I can list them up. So there'll be new items that pop up.
Cool.
So you can have a look there.
Right.
Actually, talking about still BattleTech, we want to get some ideas for a scenario.
Oh yeah, we did the C3 one that you guys suggested before, and that was actually quite fun. I like that one.
It was good, yeah. But we want some more ideas. You can go with some of the stuff that Taran's been talking about on his little chat ones there, or you can just come up with something else. But yeah, something that'll work around 8 turns, because that's what we go with. But it doesn't really matter. Whatever you come up with, we'll.
That notebook one that Pillar called Monstrous Mayhem. That was That turned out quite well, I thought.
Yeah.
It was just me dribbling at a microphone for like half an hour. But yeah, there you go.
Just had a look at a T-Rex.
Fireman's in. G'day, mate.
Hello. So I had a look at on Google for a T-Rex, and they reckon its ground speed is probably about the same as an Atlas.
Yeah.
So to give you an idea. But,
I think there was a book somewhere that gave you like a creature thing.
Yeah, in the Mech Warrior 2nd Edition RPG, at the back there was some big monsters. Because I remember seeing a picture of like one of my favourite mechs, the Bushwhacker. Yes. I like the Bushwhacker, and it's all shut down, and there's this big thing with claws, a big dinosaur thing, like grabbing onto it.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So dinosaurs are always popular as a monster, but I mean, we were talking about like big kaijus and all sorts of stuff, so you could go nuts with it. But yeah, but give us some scenario ideas.
Herbies versus Aries.
Ooh.
We haven't done super heavies yet, but that could be fun. I was just mentioning to Adam that we should like branch off before we do, or at some point, because we've got to do aerospace.
Yeah,
We're
that's coming up
probably going to
next.
be moving to aerospace next. And yeah, I was thinking we should probably do a little side shoot into support vehicles, but I guess we could also do a side shoot into super heavies. I guess
Lots of side shoots. It's going all over the place. Yeah, but yeah, that's a scenario idea. You can do whatever you want, whatever you can think of. So, but if we go with everything we've sort of talked about now, that'd be helpful, because then everyone who's sort of been watching all the videos is sort of knows what's going on.
Well, if you've seen like a workshop video or one of our any of the other like Pimp My Mechs or Pimp My Vehicle or any of the stuff that we've been talking about up till now, infantry, battle armor, whatever, chuck it in, like mention it specifically in the scenario, and we'll use those rules, sort of thing. Super heavy mosh pit, yeah, no. Somewhere Spartan saw rules for underground fighting. So fighting with mechs in a big cave or tunnel system. You know, I was thinking about, do you remember I mentioned to you about the rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to Adam about that, and it was like one that I wanted to put in the workshop thing. If you've got like a modular system for your map, and you can make a modular system that's like yay wide, like 4 or 5 hexes wide, and pretend that the outside is the walls, you could have like a tunnel, like a race scenario through a tunnel, and have it like an underground facility or something. I think that'd be fun. And you wouldn't be able to go like against a wall or anything without being actually against a wall. The edge of the map is not to get pushed out of. It's actually like
it's there.
A tunnel edge. Yeah.
You pushed, you get squashed against the wall. A little Herbie walks past it, Atlas.
Well, there you go, Rob. G'day, Rob. Rescue a captured mech warrior and his mech from a prison. And Spartan is saying, yeah, so fight with mechs in a big cave or tunnel system, yeah. And super heavy mosh pit, I guess, is a backup one. I like the idea of the tripods. Because I only recently discovered that you can do tripods in pretty much every size. I thought you could only do tripods in super heavy, but reading Interstellar Ops, I think it was Interstellar Ops, they go into super heavies and lambs and all that sort of stuff. We're going to do lambs at some point too. And it was just, tripod mechs, and you can make them in, you could have like a light tripod, which is really cool.
Ooh,
I reckon that'd be cool.
Can you do a tripod, the quad V thing, a tripod one?
Now that is interesting, but I don't think so.
Yeah, those snow speeders have got 2 on the front and 1 on the back. The ones that always chase James Bond, you know.
That would be cool. I could see house rules for something like that. Probably Mikey is Hell's Horses. He's already drooling. He'd be like, yes, do this.
Make one of those and put a urban mech on it or something. I don't know.
Solaris 7 mech NASCAR race.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we did that Locust one.
The Locust one was interesting.
We could modify that.
Like I said, the race one, I think, makes more sense if you use the rolling maps. But we were kind of like, just wanted to do a little demo of different stuff that you can do. But that would be cool.
Oh, I'm liking them. There's some good ideas there.
Whoa.
We'll keep those going.
All right, never heard of that one before. There's a canonical tripod light called the Hedgehog. Although there's never been any stats or pics. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't need to go into lambs? Are you sure?
Well, we were going to do them, but it's better off sort of talking about aerospace first,
Yeah,
considering they can do
aerospace.
Yeah. because you can see what all the ground units can do, then you can see what aerospace can do, and then you can understand why they were so good. You know?
They were cool. They were very, very, very niche. They are not like full-on combat units because they just break too easy.
Yeah, yeah.
But
they're pretty good at what they did.
As a fast-moving, harassing scout, they're superb. But yeah. Well, there's been a few people actually specifically asking about lambs, so we're gonna do a video.
Definitely.
But yeah, we'll have to wait until after that's done. Project Zukov book came up with some new quad Vs and had Matt Plog do the art. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Do I know Matt Plog?
Yeah, you've seen his stuff.
Okay.
I'll show you some.
Cool.
Yeah, he's great. Great stuff.
Does the tripod offer any advantage over quads or biped in other weight classes? Yes. 360-degree field of fire. It basically turns your torso into a turret, which is cool. It's very cool. I think there's a couple of piloting bonuses or something like that. I can't remember now. But I mean, if you're interested in tripods and super heavies, and there's even super lights, but you can get tripods, super heavies, super lights, lambs, quad Vs. So we'll branch off into those at some point. Anybody who wants to have a squiz.
So super lights are sort of above Protomex, but below your 20 ton base light thing, right?
I think they go from like 10 to 20 or 10 to 15 or something, or something like that. I can't remember. There's a version. I think there's a version of the Flea that's only 15 tons.
You spit on it and it dies, sort of thing.
Basically,
a bit
you
like
look at
that.
it funny and it kills over. But there you go. Old school online. G'day, mate. Haven't seen you through before. Welcome.
Excuse me.
Start with 1 or 2 mechs versus a star or lance or 2. Make it to the center of an urban area to activate a comm station that calls in reinforcements, orbital bombardments.
Oh no.
A tripod lamb. Yeah, that'd be funny.
That would look like an alien invasion.
Yeah, that would turn out way too much like a face hugger for me.
That'd be cool.
No Discord, mate. No, not yet. Maybe at some point we'll do that. Like how there are super lights that weigh the same as the heaviest Protomex. Yeah. Yeah.
But the clans can get away with it. They've got that technology level. You know, they have to maintain that. It's just their stuff's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Another thing to remember is we're going to try and do some podcasty type stuff. Somebody already mentioned Lance Building 101.
Yeah.
And we've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
We're probably going to sit down for like maybe an hour or so and just talk about building a lance. But if you guys have any ideas for that sort of talk, like a topic you think you'd like to have someone discuss, put it out there. Chuck it in a comment somewhere. Chuck it in the chat here now, and we'll have a look at them and think about that, because everybody seems interested in us sitting and dribbling crap for a while.
Yeah,
so
they're all here now, so you know.
There's 10 people in there, not including me. So yeah.
All right. So I've been told I have to keep saying it because when you're doing a live, anyone who sort of wasn't from the beginning.
Yes.
So we're doing a bit of a random draw. So one of you who's watching today is going to win a copy of Rain, which is a card game that was designed in Australia by Garage Games, I think it was called. Yep, Garage Games. 2 to 7 players. It's really good.
It's
we've played.
It's cool. If you get lots of players, it is fun.
Yeah.
But even like 2 or 3 people, it's still
really good. Yeah. It's sort of the strategies and everything change the more, depending on how many players you've got, which is what I really like about it.
Which is cool.
But pick a number between 1 and 20.
Yep. We're going to roll a dice
at the end of this.
You get one guess.
One
Most
number.
of you have already had your guess, but there's a few new people coming in, so
So do
one
that.
guess, and we'll roll the dice. And if your guess comes up and you're the only one, then you win. If there's multiple people with the same guess, then it doesn't matter. You will pick somebody from between those. Okay.
All right.
So for you new people, so Federico Zanolin.
We're butchering names.
Yeah,
we're terrible.
It's my thing.
Bruce.
G'day, mate. New here, just got my starter box set now. Have BattleTech manuals on back order. Do you guys think they will ever do a second print run on the tech manual?
Yes.
I think, they'll be doing more prints. Old School Online is saying new stuff coming from Catalyst all the time, and they said they're working on reprints as well.
Yeah.
All right, and he's guessed 13, and Rob's got a 17.
Nice.
But yes, they're doing, like, the last Kickstarter, they had reprints available, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And presumably this Kickstarter, you'll also be able to add in reprints. But they do reprints fairly regularly and update everything. And like I was saying before, the battle armor rules have changed. The mounting and dismounting rules have changed in the clan box set rulebook as opposed to the rules that are in my version of Total
Warfare, which is our version's a bit older or whatever, so it might be just a direct copy from a lot of the newer ones that they've done.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But yeah, it's worth noting. That's why I always have the little disclaimer in the description of all the videos we do, is just go and have a look to make sure, because they do change.
And I'm no BattleTech guru. I love it, but I'm not like
there's
completely
a lot
up to date on everything. So feel free to check for yourselves. But yes, they do seem to do fairly regular stuff. So if you want to get a tech manual, then you could probably wait until this Kickstarter is done, and then see if Catalyst have reprinted it or whatever.
Yeah, they'll probably mention it.
That.
Yeah, they'll probably mention it anyway.
But in the Pimp My Mech ones and all of that sort of stuff, all those sort of videos, I think I mention this every single time. As long as all of you are using the same version, it doesn't matter. Okay, so if you've got a group of people that are playing and you've got tech manual and you're playing like building your own mechs and things, as long as you're all using the same version of tech manual or you're all using the same program to do it, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay, It doesn't have to be the latest thing. It just has to be all the same for everybody that's playing the game.
Yep.
That way you're good.
Yep. All right, let's move on to something else. So I have a little surprise for you, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Ooh.
Yes. So you like to take Red Skull, the bad guys. Well, Red Skull's pretty good out of the main box set, eh? He's pretty good. So I came across something for you to have an unbox, and we're going to show you guys as well. We have here Red Skull and Hydra Troopers.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is one of the latest ones that they've got.
Okay. So it's a different version of Red Skull.
Different version of Red Skull, and they've got like these the Hydra Trooper guys there. So it's pretty good.
Nice.
So if you have a look on there, so you actually get quite a bit of stuff in there. So you got the Red Skull miniature,
Hydra Troopers miniature, 2 bases, 2 character stack cards, 17 tactics cards. Wow.
Yeah.
And 3 tokens. Okay. Nice.
So you can open that, and I'll show you guys on this camera here that we've got next to it. So as Taryn goes.
Ooh, models. Cards.
So models.
Very nice. Oh, yeah. Old School Online saying he's been playing since the original BattleTech starter set came out in the 80s. There will be reprints. Yes, me too. I've still got it somewhere. Awesome. And love the vids. Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad they've been helping. And as new players, if you guys are new players or you know new players or you know that new players are having trouble with specific things, please let us know in the comments. Just chuck a comment down and say, can you cover this, or can you do a little bit on that, or can this happen, sort of thing. And if there's something that's vexing people, then maybe we can figure it out. If not, then we'll just be as vexed as you. And then
as vexed as you. So that's it there. So he's, I've heard that he's kind of powered up.
I want to see.
I opened the box, but not had a look at everything. So that's pretty cool. But if you have a look here, there's 2 sprues. So 2 sprues. So one for the troops, and there seems to be there's a lot of stuff there. And they both. But he's on a bigger base.
Yeah,
he's on a bigger base. So that could be interesting to see.
I'm not losing my mind then.
No.
Okay.
But there's quite a bit of detail actually on that. So I can see he's got like the ground is sort of moving around him and things like that. But there's lightning and all sorts of things. It's pretty good.
Holy crap. He is geared up. Show everybody that one as well.
So there's So I'll give you those. You can have a closer look at those. Let people know what you think.
Oh, I like that lightning effect. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? So it's pulling up the rocks and everything. So he's got like he's got some sort of gauntlets and armor thing or whatever.
You got to do that with blue and that, like you did the Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah.
Out really, really well. I reckon that'll look good if you do it the same way with like lightning colours.
So there's his card. Hopefully you can see that.
That's very cool.
And the Hydra Troop. Okay, so the Hydra Troopers, they don't have a flip side. They've just got one side.
They're just a trooper.
They're just troopers.
Right,
okay.
That's odd, but I guess they must be like expendable or something.
Yeah. So four physical, 2 energy, and 2 mystic defense. 7 life.
Wow.
7 life, and he's got so many abilities. There you go, have a look at that.
He's got 7. Holy crap, I thought you meant the troopers. They've only got 3. Okay.
So he's 5 points, so he's worth a bit.
Wow.
But I guess he's...
6 dice basic attack, range 3. Good lord. Automatically gain a power no matter what.
Oh, really? Ooh,
yeah.
Mr. Asgard there. Wow.
And then wild and critical is a blitz. So you can advance short. And wild and shield is a push. So you can push someone 3 or less.
God.
Short.
But depends.
That's insane.
And how many dice is he rolling? So
6.
he's rolling 6 dice on his basic attack. That's pretty good.
That's madness.
I like the art, hey. I really like the art that they have on all of these cards and stuff. It's so nice.
He's got an energy thing, but it's got that before choosing a target, you can choose whether it's energy or mystic.
Oh wow, that's pretty handy.
Which is cool, especially for 9 dice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Costs him 5 power though.
Okay, all right.
Red Skull usually has ways of getting extra power.
Yeah.
So, and a wild means you can throw someone. Size 4 or less medium. That's wad. That's pretty mad.
Flip these over. We'll have a look at those. Closer look at them in a second. But
I don't think Frederico's guessed a number. If you want to be in the running for rain, buddy, you've got to guess a number between 1 and 20.
1 and 20. Yep. Have a look at everyone else's numbers. You can pick one that someone else hasn't picked, and hopefully that'll be yours.
You can still pick the same as everybody,
of course,
as somebody else. It's not a big deal.
If you've got a favourite, a lucky number.
Yeah, if we flip, if we roll a specific number and there's more than one person, we'll pick between the people that picked that number. It's so very complicated. Simple bloody thing. Oh my god.
It's like games of like soccer and things like that. Just give each team a ball, then they wouldn't have to worry about it. But no. I have to go through the motions.
Why can't I just cover over the goals? I mean,
that's right, yeah.
That works.
Just move, take the poles down.
He's got world domination. So during the power phase, allied characters gain 1 power if they're holding or contesting an objective token. That's cool.
Okay. Is it? Whoa, now there's some that give you power as well, isn't there? There's scenario, there's actual objectives.
Yeah, there's some of the...
give you some too. Is it the hammer one or is it the...
I think there's a securing one. So there's one of the securing ones, I think, that gives you power. And there's a holding one, a retrieval one as well, I think, that gives you power per year. So they'd technically be getting 2. That's insane. Old School Online, interested in checking out the new Star Wars Shatterpoint game.
Yes, that looks very cool. So basically same deal as this. It's the same people, and they've done it for Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you've got, I think they call them teams or whatever it is. So you have like Obi-Wan with some of the clone warriors, and you've got who's that guy? Grievous with the 4 arms, all that sort of thing, and he's got his guys with him as well. They look so good, but it's the same sort of thing. You know, there's differences in it, but
it'll be the people that did this system.
It's
will be
them
doing that system, and it'll be like fairly similar.
Yep. So they have the core.
Cool.
They have the core box. You get some terrain in there. There's your two good guys and bad guys factions and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know if it has like they're going down the road of like these. I don't know. I still don't know how these work
Probably
yet,
would
but
be.
but it's probably what it is. They might have a stat card for the individual dudes, and then.
Yeah, and then the troopers will have a trooper thing.
But it's yeah. I mean, I haven't watched like a lot of the Star Wars series. Like there's the Clone Wars animated thing, and there's some of the others. So there's all the characters from that, which I'm not sort of familiar with. I know some of them, but not all of them.
I watched the originals, obviously, the ones that came out when I was born. But I've watched those three, and I've watched the first three prequels, but I haven't watched any.
Oh, there's so much.
Rogue Squadron or whatever it is. I haven't watched any of them yet.
Yeah, I watched some of them. They're pretty good. But it's good because there's a lot of characters and lore and things you could go with. It's just huge.
I don't know, minis are a bit larger than 32 mil. Okay.
Well,
artwork for the models based off the Clone Wars cartoon series.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, they're good.
I mean, these are based off cartoon, like the
well, that's
the
when it
Marvel
started,
universe,
wasn't it? It's
so,
great. Yeah.
You know, I'm sure they'll look perfectly fine. Oh, Keith's got to go.
He looks. Oh, see you, mate.
That's all right. See you, mate.
It's all right. He does look a little bit like Agent Smith, doesn't he? His face.
He's got
Excuse
his
me.
world
Sorry,
domination.
people.
He's got empowered gauntlets. During the next blitz strike, which was his original strike, he adds blanks to your attack roll as successes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that his blanks become successes. That costs him 2 power, but you get 1 back for the attack. So character suffers 1 wound and gains 2 power. Yeah, he always has a thing. You can only do that once per turn, but he's always got a thing that just gives him power, which is cool.
Yeah. Cut off one head. So that's how the Hydra troopers. So he.
If an allied trooper, Hydra trooper, is not in play when this character is chosen to activate, place them in play with within one of this character.
Right.
They gain a stagger token and a part of your squad. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a free dude that he just brings in. So if they get wiped out or whatever, then they can. So these guys they've got energy weapons by the looks of it. Hydra energy weapons, range of 4 dice, doesn't cost any power to do.
Nice.
And as an action, they can make a move action, and during its next attack action this turn, they may re-roll any number of its attack dice.
Ooh.
But after it's resolved, they're KO'd.
Oh.
So it's an all or nothing sort of thing. But if you can keep bringing them in.
Yeah, well, he can bring them in every turn, basically. So you could push one forward and shoot someone really hard with them and then bring another one in, and that's insane.
Right. So they can't pick up, hold, or interact with, what's that, extract objective tokens.
Oh, so there's somewhere you have to pick up a civilian or a piece of equipment or something and have it at the end.
Yeah.
And that gets you, like, gone.
This character does not have to pay power to interact with secure objective tokens.
Nice.
That's handy, though.
That's very handy.
And they've still got some of the keyword grunts, like Red Skull, Master of Hydra. Okay. Look, one defense against physical, so I don't know, Hulk's going to just tear him to pieces without any problems. 2 against energy and 2 against mystic.
Well, even someone like Iron Man will take him to pieces, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're respawning every turn that Red Skull's alive. So, you know, that's pretty good.
Wow.
And he's got his
I like that.
He's got his armor, his funky looking armor on, and that lets him choose a shielding type during the power phase. So dispersion, you've got 3 additional dice when defending against energy attacks, and cannot be pushed or advanced by the effects of mystic attacks or enemy superpowers.
Wow.
Which is a big deal.
That's cool.
That's huge. Or a null field, so 3 additional dice when defending against mystic attacks and does not suffer collision damage.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Hello, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So what's his stats like when he flips? 4, 4. Okay.
He loses a point of health. Everything else looks the same.
Wow.
He's still bringing his Hydra Trooper.
Oh my gosh.
He loses a point of health, that's it.
So he goes from 7 health to 6 health.
Good
and he's
Lord.
like, whoa.
That's madness.
There you go. Have a look at these. Have a look at those. I had them up there. Hopefully everyone read those. I'll put these back.
Curse you, inevitable betrayal. During the cleanup phase, Allied Hydra spend 8 power. 8 power, jeez. Choose an enemy character with 2 that is contesting a secure objective token. And they count as yours.
Wow.
They count towards your securing instead of securing themselves. Inevitable betrayal.
Getting points is good though.
Yeah. Endless Legions. Oh, if they're going to be KO'd, you remove all damage instead.
What?
If they're not KO'd, then an opposing player pushes them short.
Gee.
So you could do that super attack thing that they've got and then just have someone push them back. Instead of KOing them.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wake me up when you can play as Kyle Katarn or Admiral Thrawn.
Won't he come with like a big Star Destroyer or something?
Wake me up when you can play as Admiral Akbar. What's a trap? That'd be all I'd be saying the whole
That's
game.
right, it's true.
Is that a trap? What's a trap?
It's a stack.
It's a secure objective. Dear, oh dear. World domination. Any new people? Don't forget to pick a number. And any new people,
while he's
don't
reading
forget
that,
to give us a...
Pick a number. 1 in 20. Have a look at everyone else's numbers. If you don't want to share, you can go into win a copy of Rain, Aussie design card game. It's lots of fun. 2 to 7 players actually on that box. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good game. We haven't played it
and
for a
also,
while.
if you've got scenario ideas for us, there's been a few actually quite good ones. I like the idea of breaking somebody out of prison. That sounds pretty cool. Somebody did something like that. I think Mikey might have suggested this one, or somebody else did. But picking up a downed pilot, like the full head ejection systems.
Oh, yeah.
Hatchet Man and all them. That have the full head ejection. Have one of them land in a forest or something, and you have to go in and get it. But I like the idea of breaking them out of a prison. That's pretty cool. If you control although the super heavy mosh pit sounds if you control all secure objective tokens, an allied Hydra character may play this card. Okay. 1 VP for every 2 secure objective tokens you are securing. Additionally, each character you control gains 1 power for every 2 you are securing.
Wow. Extra points and extra power.
That's nice.
That is nice.
That's only if you control all secure objectives, so it doesn't cost anybody anything, but you have to be controlling all.
You have to be controlled. So
That's
you've sort of got to be doing well for it to work for you. But
yeah.
But yeah.
Include this card in your squad. Choose 1 non-Hydra affiliated character in your squad. It is now a Hydra affiliated character.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a sleeper agent. Okay. If your squad is using the Hydra affiliation, when the chosen character is deployed, it gains a subterfuge power. Each time this character attacks, after the attack is resolved, the target character was not dazed or KO'd, this character loses subterfuge. Oh, okay.
So if they don't knock you down, they lose it.
So if I'm a sleeper agent, if I've got subterfuge and I attack someone and I don't kill them or daze them, then I lose subterfuge.
Okay.
And it's pretty good. During this character's activation, enemy characters cannot use reactive superpowers and players cannot play reactive team tactics.
Oh.
So no reaction at all. That's pretty good. That's a solid card, that one.
Wow.
Occult research.
That sounds about right, doesn't it?
So does the player have to say Hail Hydra when that activates? Yes. It's got it on the card. You might not have seen it, but it's there. Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra!
During the power phase, Red Skull, Master of Hydra, which is the new guy, presumably.
Yeah, only this one.
May spend 10 power. 10 power! That's your max, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
To play this card.
All in.
Him and all characters within 2 of him gain a stagger token. Not sounding good yet. Red Skull, Master of Hydra, gains the following superpower for the rest of the game. Ooh. Arcane Invigoration. May perform an additional action each activation. Him with an extra activation, that's insane.
Tell you what, if people start wailing on him, then he's going to get power.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about everyone else around him. He's just going to go, roar.
You do some attacks that cause wounds, you take a few wounds yourself, and you do your special power that gives you 2.
Yeah.
Plus you're getting 1 from the beginning of the turn. It doesn't take too long to get up to 10.
Get everyone to hold objectives.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Victory assured. Unaffiliated active. During an allied Johann Schmidt activation.
Johann Schmidt. Yep. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Skull. So
right.
Johann Schmidt is, I think it was also printed on the other one in the core box.
So both Red Skulls are Johann.
Should be, okay.
You
should be able to use that.
So you should be able to use that with the other guy as well. So may suffer up to 5 wounds. Holy crap! To play this card, this character may use the attack shown above once this activation. It's a 6 dice beam 3 energy attack, electrostatic discharge.
Ooh.
If this attack dazes or KOs the target character, this character gains the stunned special condition.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Good.
When making this attack, add attack dice to each attack roll equal to the wound suffered to play the card.
Oh.
So he's got 7 damage in his first iteration there.
Yes.
So he could take himself down to 2 wounds and roll an 11 dice attack. A beam 3.
A beam 3. So
attack.
yeah. So
hits everybody along a 3-inch line.
if everyone's close enough, because you only need to touch the base.
It
So if
only
they're
has
sort
to
of a
hit
bit
the base,
staggered,
yeah.
he could just like zit.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
I like that.
That's horrible, isn't it? But that's a lot. That's
2
it's a
more
lot of
shall
wounds.
rise.
Oh.
Hydra reactive. When an allied Hydra character with an active leadership ability is KO'd, another allied character may play this card. Choose 2 allied characters with Hydra or Cabal leadership abilities.
Okay.
Both chosen characters' leadership abilities become active.
Oh.
Wow. So you have to pick which one's active at the beginning of the game, right?
Correct, as standard, because you can have multiples with
But
leadership.
only one can actually be active.
Correct.
Right.
But you could have, in that case, you'd take someone like Viper, because she has a leadership ability as well. There's a couple, actually.
There's probably a few that have either Hydra or Cabal leadership abilities. And then if the first one gets knocked out, you can activate 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
It's not like super duper, because you have to have someone taken out first, but oops, I just banged my thing. But that's pretty cool.
Wow, man.
I like that.
That is an interesting box. I really like that.
And those are...
That's nice, isn't it?
Cool looking.
Yeah. And being on a bigger base with
gonna
the
be
same
able to do
movement.
more,
Yeah, movement M. That's what we're saying about Doc Ock and all that, because it's a bigger base, he's move M, but he just covers more
Gets
distance.
a lot of distance. It's a surprisingly fast model. That's very cool,
man.
man.
Okay.
Very
So
cool.
we'll have to get him together so we can play some games with him. We haven't played that for ages. We should give it a go.
We have to do a Crisis Protocol game.
Yeah.
Get stuck in.
All right. What else we got? Oh, Dexter's birthday's coming up. Apparently. Yeah. So end of. Let's put a little note on here. So Dexter, our dog, who appears on our videos every so often, his birthday's coming up the end of this month. So we're going to do a little video with him in it, and we're going to play. There's a game called Dog Park, which we just got. We've played it once. It's pretty cool. So we're going to do it again and just see if Dexter can win as well. I don't know. We'll see if we can get him in there.
Dear. But yeah, that'll be, what is it? The 29th of June.
Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Extra plastic. Hello, what's going on?
You have to actually pick a scenario as
Oh,
well.
you want me to pick one?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we can do that.
Oh,
We can-
you're picking it.
Well, what do you want to do? Okay, well, yeah, we'll have a look at what's there. Pick one that you think is good.
The Solaris 7 mech NASCAR race. We kind of did a race already, but
I don't know.
That is super duper fun. The super heavy mosh pit. We better go into super heavies before we do something like that. And the battle armor one that we did was technically in a warehouse.
It was.
So other house, a warehouse. I get them mixed up sometimes too.
A Wereman house.
Yes.
In Wereman's warehouse. Wereman's warehouse battle. Silly. Silly. Yeah.
Rescuing a captured mech warrior and his mech from a prison. I kind of like the idea of doing something like that, but we might need to go into...
Hello,
good
Doggo.
shot, buddy.
You heard us. We were talking about you.
No, that is not for you to put your mouth on.
What is it? What's he got?
He got one of your models.
Now I got your face. He's got.
Hello. Hello. That's a no. Go see Mum. Go on.
You said my name. So yeah. All right. I don't know. Yeah, the rescue one's pretty good. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Let's go with that one. So who said that one? Who said the rescue?
I've lost it now. Where's it gone? Oh, Rob.
Nice.
If you're still there, Rob, I think that's our current one. But anybody who's chucked one down, don't get discouraged or anything. We're going to go through all of these and at some point and have a look. And if you come up with an idea later on, just chuck it in a comment for any of our videos, I guess. Go through any of the videos and chuck a comment down and just say, yeah, well, how about this, or what about that, or this is one that I'd like to see you guys try.
Yeah, we can put in the comments for this one as well, so we can have a look at those.
That would be easiest, but yeah, wherever it ends up, we can get at it.
I think I've got one more thing to talk about, to bring up, or whatever, and then we'll do the draw. So Eld4 Chronicles, which we've done a bit for. They actually have a new Kickstarter coming up on the 20th of June, and they're doing a Northwind something or other, North. Okay. It's basically, you could consider it like a board game, but it's not quite. So you've got four different heroes, and it uses the same rule set as the tabletop miniatures game that they do. And you basically have to go up this mountain because there's all these nasty demons and there's like undead samurai and all sorts of stuff. It's all
cool.
So to try and get in there, and they're introducing all new sort of units, and these can be used in the tabletop miniatures game, they were saying, because the rules are it all works the same thing.
It's all the same system.
But it works a lot like, so you've got a big mountain map, and you can follow paths. You can go to each encounter. You can take the long way, take the short way. You can do whatever you want. But it's a lot like Hero Quest, or not Hero Quest, Warhammer Quest, and that sort of thing. So you put the tiles down and you adventure through. Yeah.
I think you mentioned that when we did the conversation.
Yeah. Oh man, but the models look absolutely amazing and things like that. So we'll put a link to the Kickstarter so you can get notifications and things like that. But we've been waiting for the stock to organise the stock. To come in for the first lot of stuff that we've been talking about. So that's going to get sorted soon, and we'll get that underway.
Is that the one that's got my big fox wolf thing?
Big fox wolf thing.
Yeah,
those are they're the wayfarers, which are So they're additional guys that you can put in to choose for your factions and things like that. Yeah, so we're getting those as well.
I don't know if you guys have seen that, but the mini is awesome.
They're really good. So have a look at some of the other videos of us playing the game and things like that. So they're on the channel there. Have a look. But it is. It's really good. It's really, really good.
It's difficult for me to wrap my head around because I'm used to turn-based stuff. And this is more like a MOBA type of thing, but it's really really cool. It's good. Yeah, it's good fun. Game. So we'll do more of that. So hopefully once the Kickstarter starts going and there's some more info that comes out, they said they're going to work with us, which is good. So that's what we want. They've got a YouTube channel out there that if you put Eld4 Chronicles in, I'm pretty sure it comes up.
Yep.
And they went through how the system works. They did like each thing a bit at a time. Yeah. Which I hope that wasn't because we were screwing it up. But
or maybe it was because we were doing it.
Yeah, maybe it was just to make sure that dummies like us can figure it out. It's a really good system.
Yeah.
It makes you think differently to how a lot of us that have been playing stuff like BattleTech and that.
Yeah, but they've been very proactive, very busy. They've got lots of art, and they've been doing lots of work in the background. They'll be going to a lot of conventions around Europe and things like that. But honestly, yeah, it's really, really good. So I want to definitely do more with it. But
I could do a YouTube guy thing and say, go to their channel and tell them we sent you.
tell them we sent you. You don't get anything for it, as far as I know, but that's okay. they'll like it. That's fine. All right, so we will call stop on guessing now. So that's it. We're calling off now. Everyone's guessed. So one more thing. This is what we're offering. All right. So a copy of Rain, 2 to 7 players. Pillar's got what's going on, Pillar? You can talk.
Do you want the numbers?
Yeah, sure.
Have you been writing them down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Such
helpful.
an industrious little thing. Look
Yes.
at you go.
Thank you so much. All right.
And Adam W just saying, I got to see Northern Wind in the flesh last week at UK Gaming Expo.
Oh,
somebody-
were they there? That's awesome.
Northern Wind.
Yeah, Northern Wind. That's what it was called. Yeah.
Okay.
So with as far as I know, they're all painted up and all that sort of thing. But
Nice.
yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's really, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was Adam that mentioned it actually, that he was going to the UK thing. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So here's the. This is actually I've probably shown you before. This is a E-Raptor dice tower, and we've got a whole bunch of this for the Stocktake sale. We've got some really good deals on getting these. They do dice towers and card holders and all sorts of stuff. So check those out. But this is what we're going to do. I'm going to roll it on here.
Pillar hasn't written down Adam's guess of 11.5, and I think that's a bit mean. But the numbers, what do they mean? Yes.
Right.
Not the numbers.
Not the numbers.
You're supposed to fade out and all numbers like, and then you fade
calculate.
back in and you shoot people for a while.
All right. So here we go.
Anyway, what's the
4.
thing?
A
Yeah.
copy of Rain.
Here comes the number. It probably won't be anybody.
14.
Nope, nobody guessed 14.
Ah.
Roll for crap.
Ah.
Ah.
We need a winner, I think. Well, one more time.
We've been
That's why
executive
Pillar's.
decision.
That's why Pillar's the favourite here. It's 14 again. No, just kidding. 7.
Nope, nobody
No.
guessed 7 either.
Well, we have to have a winner.
I want to get a winner.
We want to get a winner. 16.
16.
No,
No.
you guys can't pick numbers for crap.
No, you just can't roll dice.
That's true.
You lost your ability on that battle armor.
I
video.
did, it was
you
terrible.
touched my dice for too
Oh.
long. See, it's rubbed off.
All right. 8.
Oh, 8.
We've got 8.
Doomed Fireman.
Doomed Fireman. There you go, mate. All right, so you are the winner of a copy of Rain. You will either make or lose friends playing it. It's not our fault. We'll put a disclaimer in there and stuff. So
It is a good one.
it's really good. It's good fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely more players the better. But yeah, depending on how many you've got will dictate sort of the strategies and things like that. But you will have fun with this one, mate. So yeah, well done. Congratulations. Thank
And
you
that
for
was-
everyone who sort of picked a number and watched
Yeah.
everything. That's great.
Keep
We're
an
very
eye on
grateful.
stuff, because he does this stuff every now and then to surprise me, and it'll hopefully surprise you guys. So keep an eye on the lives.
Yes. Dexter
But
says,
yes.
well done. There
You
we go.
did definitely see that roll as a thing.
It's done.
It happened. It's done.
Done.
Right.
All right, so there we go. Okay, so that's the end of this one for today. Thank you everyone for joining us. Make sure you subscribe and click the little bells and all that sort of stuff.
All this stuff, and yeah, thank you to the
That's
guys that are watching all of this stuff, but especially the workshop ones. I'm quite
Yeah.
pleased. Some of them are getting over 100 views.
Nice.
Maybe I should get a bigger trailer.
A bigger trailer.
But yeah, no, I'm glad it's just helping out. And like Frederico and them, if you're new and there's a rule you want to have done, then we can have a look at it.
Yep. Any last things?
Same.
Yes. Okay, yeah, mention again. So we do have a Stocktake sale that's happening. It's going to kick over either tonight or tomorrow. We'll have it all there. Up to 50% off.
Which is cool.
Okay, so yep, so you can have a little shop around and see what's going on if there's anything you need. But yeah,
Check the site in the next few hours, and then again tomorrow, and make sure you're in on that when it happens.
and buy lots, save lots of money, and we don't want to count anything. So just go nuts, help us out. Right, so that's it. Thank you very much, and join us next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.